All right, girls. This is we're inside of the church, the cathedral, the main cathedral in Milan. They took this, the people who built this church, it took them 600 years to build this church. Can you imagine that? I can't imagine that. But we're going up to the very top of the church. All right, girls, we came up to the top of the church, but this is on the roof of the church. So over there, you can see the square with all the people down there below. And like I said, this church took 600 years to build. Can you imagine that? A 600-year-long construction. Look at all that pretty stuff. All those arches and spires. It's incredible. Hard to believe, huh? This is a few facts about this church. Like I already told you, it took 600 years to build. All right? And it's also the 5th largest church in the world. 5th largest. So it's almost one of the biggest churches in the whole world. Okay? But it has more statues on it than any other church in the world. See all those statues? See, there's a man standing there, another one over there, all kinds of statues. Okay? And it is a big church. But I want to ask you a question. Is this a church or is it just a building? What is the church? Maybe we can think about that. Is a big building, is that a church? Or are the people who believe in Jesus, is that the church? What is a church? Girls, it's a very beautiful building with all those spires, all those little towers, with all the guys. See the statues on top? It's amazing. Amazing church building. But I'll tell you a story about a church. One day, Jesus and his disciples were walking beside that temple of God. It was very beautiful with gold and silver and marble and all kinds of beautiful stones. And his disciples said, "Lord, look at all these beautiful things." And Jesus said to them, "Look at these beautiful stones. Not one will be left on another." And that is what's going to happen to every building. Not one stone will be left on another. But the church of God will remain. Because the church is not a building. The church is the people who believe in Jesus and do what he says to do. So if you believe in Jesus and do what he says, then you are the church. And when God looks at you, he sees something even more beautiful than this beautiful building. You are more beautiful than all the temples if you believe in Jesus and do his will. This is inside the church. And the preacher is preaching over there. You see him? There he is. And this is inside the church.
На карте был выход здесь. Она такая с использованием. Делайте, что хотите.
Inside this church, they buried some people. So here's a man who was buried in the church. Look at all the stained glass windows. How beautiful it is. But it's just a building. The real church is you, and you are more beautiful than all of the churches if you believe in Jesus and do what he says.